Issue of road safety and fatalities on South African roads this festive season. Fatigue and drunk driving have been reported to be the leading causes of crashes. Now, there's another factor, however, known as overloading. Among other challenges, the Gauteng traffic police departments have been faced with handling overloaded vehicles traveling to different places this season. But to tell us more, we are now joined in our studios by Busaphi Nxumalo. She is the Deputy Director at the Gauteng Traffic Police Department. Thank you so much for your time. Welcome, Busaphi.
Welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Now we ran a story of, I remember, I think it was overloaded bakkie from Johannesburg all the way to Polokwane, suspected to be passing the border into parts of Malawi as well as Zimbabwe, yes. Heavily overloaded. The car was, of course, stopped by traffic officials on the road. Do you face this problem mostly during the festive season, or is it more of a general problem in the country?
Now, during the peak seasons, like festive season and obviously Easter periods, those are the times that we're facing overloading, more especially on bakkies. We know bakkies are made to transport goods, so but it is the goods are extremely, overloaded, and you'll be surprised to know that some of the people are carried inside those the goods inside the load. So it is a serious challenge, more especially in this time. And most of them they are clever. They travel at night, very early in the mornings or late in the evenings. But as Gauteng Traffic Police, we and Traffic Community Safety, we are happy to say we've arrested more than 7 drivers.
Are you really happy to say that?
Yes, I am very happy.
Because I think generally we wouldn't want any arrest to be made, because we want South Africans to oblige by the law.
Yes, but we want them to know that overloading is an offence, and it is it's an offence, and it is a serious offence, because most of the vehicles they lose control while overloaded, and obviously the driver won't even be able to control the vehicle, because it is overloaded. So it is a serious challenge in the province. Yes, we've arrested them and impounded the loads. Unfortunately, they didn't reach home, and most of the foreign drivers are still, they said that it's normal to them driving. The load is more than the vehicle, so it is heavy more than the vehicle. Even the axles are affected. So you can imagine the driver doesn't even see the rear mirror. It is a serious challenge, and we are a bit concerned about accidents that are happening on our roads, more especially on our national and provincial roads, because we know that they are using those routes to Malawi, Maputo, and N4, N1. So it is a serious challenge, overloading. But we are there just trying to make sure that Gauteng remains a safe and a secure province to all. Yeah.
And just how much does overloading contribute to some of the fatalities and crashes on our roads that sometimes even motorists and drivers take for granted?
It contributes a lot, because remember, the driver can't even control the vehicle. If it happens the vehicle there's a tire burst, the driver won't even have a way of controlling that vehicle, and the load, it will be all over the road, and it obviously impacts to the other the motorists in the province. Right. So it is a serious concern, and it's a serious offence. That is the reason why we are saying we are there trying to make sure we've deployed all our officers on the roads, national and provincial roads, just to make sure that there's no overloading that is taking place. As we have mentioned, drinking and driving, fatigue, it is a serious challenge, and Gauteng, we are number 1 we are on top of the list in the Republic. So we are concerned, but deployment is taking place, and we are busy arresting people. Yesterday we arrested some female driver that was traveling at 198 kilometers per hour on the N4, and he was saying he didn't notice the speed because he was chatting on the phone. So those are the challenges that we are facing in Gauteng Pass. But overloading, it is a concern, because most people now, they take everything home. They will come here and work for the whole year, and then they decide to take them home during this festive season. It is a serious concern, and unfortunately we won't tolerate overloading on our roads, because it impacts a lot on our accidents.
What guidelines then, Deputy Director, do you give travelers before traveling? Because arrests are being made, you do impound on vehicles. Seems like you are active on the roads, but it seems information before traveling is very important, so to avoid all those consequences. What guidelines then would you give to motorists traveling with heavy luggage?
We always say, inspect your vehicle. just make sure that before you travel, you inspect the vehicle for roadworthiness, obviously, and the drivers should be fit to convey passengers. And take your vehicle, if you know that you are having a load, go to our weigh bridges. We've got weigh bridges, more than 22 weigh bridges in the province. So go there with your load, and then they'll tell you exactly the tons of the vehicle and is it overloaded or not. So you take that trip, at least you won't suffer a lot on the road, because they won't stop you now and then just to say, oh, you must offload some of the goods that you're supposed to take home.
Yeah.
So we're saying go to the nearest weigh bridges or ask. We've got our toll-free numbers that are always there. We've got officers that are deployed all over if you don't know, you come from outside the Republic, you must come, and then we'll give you advice. And again, fatigue. They always drive, like they drive for 12 hours without resting. So those are the causes of our accidents in the province, and we are concerned as the department or as Gauteng a law enforcement agency.
And we can't move from the fact that this weekend is probably going to be one of your busiest again as holiday makers return home. People are traveling all the way from different provinces coming into Gauteng. What are you most vigilant of at this time?
Drinking and driving. Visibility, want officers to be all over the routes, on national and provincial routes. Visibility, monitoring of our roads. Pedestrians are the most skilled on our roads now in this festive season. So those are the main things that it's festive season. People are drinking for the whole day. They sit. Yesterday we had an accident on the N17. 6 people died yesterday morning. It was overloading again. A taxi collided with a truck. So 6 people lost their life, and it was overloaded. The taxi was overloaded. It was coming from Mpumalanga to Gauteng. Obviously, the Act tells you that there's no vehicle that is supposed to, carry 19 passengers. But those people who were 19 in a taxi, and most of them are critically injured. They are taken to Heidelberg Hospital. So it is our concern, more especially overloading on transport vehicles, that they are carrying our lives. They are carrying, breadwinners, important people on the to come and to enjoy festive season for holidays. Those people are expected at home. Unfortunately, they don't reach home because someone decided that no, I'm going to make more money for myself. I'm going to load 4 people more load 4 people that and you're just thinking for yourself, but not for the other people. So it is our concern. People are losing their lives on daily basis. We want to say, let them be responsible. Road safety starts with you. Let everyone take charge so that we are safe and we arrive alive to all our destinations.
Well, thank you so much, Deputy Director of the Gauteng Traffic Police Department, Busaphi Nxumalo. Thank you so much for your time. All right. Well, that was the Deputy Director, of course, of the Gauteng Traffic Police Department, Busaphi Nxumalo, telling us more about the dangers of overloading. And I just want to make a note that please note that all the pictures that you've been seeing on our screens, of course, regarding overloading were provided to SABC News courtesy of the Gauteng Traffic Police.